Welcome back to the home of gourmet immigration. American icon Harley-Davidson announcing today they will be moving some production out of the U.S. in response to the European Union's retaliation against our steel and aluminum tariffs. The president took to Twitter to express his frustration, saying, quote, "Surprised that Harley-Davidson, of all companies, would be the first to wave the white flag. I fought hard for them, and ultimately they will not pay tariffs selling into the EU, which has hurt us badly on trade, down $151 billion. Taxes, just a Harley excuse. Be patient. Hashtag MAGA." So, is the president missing something? Joining me now, Kentucky Congressman and lover of all things liberty, Thomas Massie is back. Welcome back, Congressman.
Hey, thanks for having me on, Kennedy.
So let's discuss this a little bit, because I understand that Harley-Davidson could be hit from both sides by the increased tariffs on steel and aluminum and the rising cost of raw goods, and also the tariffs that the EU is slapping on certain American goods, like your beloved bourbon, 93% of it which comes from the great state of Kentucky.
And the other 7% is counterfeit. So
Ew,
there
gross.
You go.
Yeah. I can taste counterfeit bourbon, if you let me.
So listen, these tariffs are complicated. First of all, I don't think any CEO or board of directors is sitting around deciding to build a steel mill today because they see a 25% tariff on steel. I mean, that could go away tomorrow if the president gets what he wants in return, for the negotiations. It would be foolish to invest in a steel plant based on something that the president has announced as just a temporary tariff. So I don't think they work in that way. And they're also very complicated. As you pointed out, bourbon has been targeted by other countries overseas. Now,
as well as blue jeans, motorboats, and peanut butter. Three of my favorite things.
Here's an interesting thing, though. So some of our Kentucky brands of bourbon, because of our bad tax code in the past, were bought by foreign companies. So, for instance, I don't want to name the company, but one of the bourbon brands is owned by a British company, and the EU has announced they're going to tax bourbon imports. So what they're literally doing is taxing their own companies that are making bourbon in Kentucky. So when I heard you talk about algebra before. When you solve this equation, when you reduce the fractions and balance both sides of the equation, what you find out is ultimately tariffs are a tax on consumers, whether they're in the United States or whether they're in Britain or the EU. And the other problem with this is central planning. This is, as a free market conservative, I believe that markets do a better job of just, figuring out through pricing the correct distribution of labor and inputs and sales. And here we've got the government, one department of our government, the Department of Commerce, deciding which segments we need more of. Oh, we need more steel. We need less this. That sounds like the Soviet Union or
you know
FDR.
what? Republicans didn't like it when President Obama did it with Solyndra and other environmental friendly sectors. And the government should never be in the business of picking winners and losers. The individual and the free market do not win. We always lose when that starts to happen. And the other thing, though, I mean, let's be honest about Harley-Davidson. They didn't just wake up and go, oh, look, the EU is slapping on some theoretical retaliatory tariffs. They've been looking to move production for a while. They loved glad-handing the president and using their purty tongues to talk about how they were going to increase production in the United States. They did that to boost their stock and for a PR stunt. You don't just on a dime move multi-millions in production overseas because of something that might be a negotiating tactic. I'm sorry, but that is not how manufacturing works, my friend.
That's right. And these tariffs, they're not going to cause new steel mills to open up tomorrow. They might keep a failing steel mill in business for a little bit longer until the tariff goes away, but that's all they're going to do. And companies like Harley, at the most, these tariffs might be a decision when there's a jump ball in terms of moving millions of dollars production from one country to another. But I'm sure there were dozens of other inputs that went into that decision about, moving production over there.
Yeah, I think that they were looking for an excuse, which made their big talk a few months ago look pretty small. Hey, good luck to the bourbon industry and the great people of Kentucky. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Kennedy.
Congressman Thomas Massie right there.